What's going on, guys? This is XQ420 here. I want to welcome everybody back to the channel. Y'all already know how your boy gets down when he comes around, but if it's your first time to the channel, there is still time. Hit the subscribe button. You won't regret it. You get that day dose of news and commentary. Today's video, Bill Gates. He's got a few plans for humanity. One of them is 100% synthetic beef. Let's jump into this. All right, article right here from the Blaze. Bill Gates says all rich nations should move to 100% synthetic beef to combat climate change. Now, look, here's what I got to say. All right, Bo, don't call it beef when you say it's synthetic. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You gonna say, oh man, it's beef, but you just said it's 100% synthetic. Man, man, I ain't sure about all this impossible food. You know what I'm saying? And if folks eat them, I mean, that's their business. But there's something about them that just don't smell right to me. I seen KFC, they were talking about having the impossible chicken. I'm like, what do you mean impossible chicken? Bo, I want a straight up bird, okay? Get me the bird, all right? Now, I don't care if the bird took steroids or not. Look, Bo, there's a lot of folk that got to eat chicken, okay? And we ain't got time to be messing around. But if we wait around for all organic all the way around, well, folk be done passed out here. You know what I'm saying? Be third world country status. I mean, you be having to grow your own birds at the house. You know what I'm saying? And you might have somebody coming over. You might have to whoop somebody for your bird. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't down with the synthetic beef. And why it got to be all the rich nations? Well, I guess the ones that ain't rich ain't gonna be able to afford this. How much is this gonna cost? Here's Bill Gates, Bud. How you got your hand in every single aspect of the world? And then folks are like, oh man, stop being conspiracy theorists. I said, Bud, Bill, every time there's an issue that arises, they get Bill Gates up there to talk about it. I don't need to hear nothing from Bill Gates. Man can't successfully keep a virus off his computers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I think that's intentional. You know what I'm saying? So they can keep hitting you with those antivirus charges. You know what I'm saying? So your stuff don't be crashing out there. You had the Trojan up in your, not the condom, but the Trojan horse up in your system, wreaking havoc. You know what I'm saying? It looked innocent, but when it slipped in, oh, that's when the devastation begun at night. You know what I'm saying? While folks will sleep. But he's up here insisting that you won't be able to taste the difference. Or hold on, that not that you won't be able to, but you can get used to the taste difference. But what if I don't want to, Bill? Okay, I mean, what if I don't want to? So he wants the wealthy nations around the globe to ditch eating beef, instead switch to lab-grown or plant-based alternative meats in an effort to combat climate change. There it is. Climate change. That word. The word that don't mean nothing to me. Once again, bringing up noise and nonsense. Now, here's what the kicker is. This dude right here, the reason he wants to get rid of beef, mainly the cows, which I guess he's just going to kill all of them off. What, you going to make cows extinct? Is because the cows are notoriously viewed as damaging to the environment due to the emissions from their flatulence. And yes, you heard me right, cow farts. All right, I mean, Bud. So you mean to tell me what's taking folk out, what's contributing to the climate change is a whole bunch of cow farts? Come on, man. We can't be serious. It can't. Cow farts. That's the whole deal. Now he goes into a little depth over here. Of course, he wants to allocate 35 billion per year in climate and clean energy research. 35 billion, wasting money. But let me get down to where he talks about the actual. Oh yeah, here we go. The consumption of fake meat. Since cows account for 4% of all greenhouse gases. Oh man, and it's causing global warming. Except right now it's cold as hell through the middle of of the United States. Houston out there with their green energy. got a whole lot of windmills out there that can't turn right now. Now here's what the kicker is that you got your wind energy out there. That grid's down, but rolling blackouts, 3 million people without power, like it's it's tough out there right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. The 100-car pileup, man, it's like the apocalypse down there in in Texas right now. They ain't know what hit them. You know what I'm saying? And seeing how it stays warm pretty much all year round, I could see how you didn't know. But I thought we had global warming. But that's why they switched it to climate change. Because in climate change, it can be anything you want it to be. All right. At any point in time when you're on both sides of the argument, you'll never lose. But right now the wind power is down. Solar power ain't doing that great. But here's what I'm saying: they got the helicopters out there that run off fossil fuels, spraying some type of mist on the turbines to get the ice off of it that's made from fossil fuels onto the wind turbine that is also made from fossil fuels. So I'm just like, bud, can't we get the stuff that we know that's reliable? Your natural gas, and actually nuclear is the stuff that you can store, and actually nuclear is better. But if you ever have a meltdown, by whatever's in the vicinity, just you go on Chernobyl that thing. That's all I know. That's the only problem with nuclear. Some stuff go wrong, boy. Boy, whatever that area is, it's gonna be a ghost town for a long time. I don't know if folks can actually go back in Chernobyl or not without getting radiation poison or not. Y'all let me know. I need help as well. So, so yeah, there it is. That's what our problem is. Livestock, they farting too much. I mean, that's what the problem is. Okay. So it says there are and of course he wrote this book, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster. Like I said, man, how does he know everything? Man's in climate. He knows viruses. He knows how to treat people for certain diseases. He's a doctor. He works on computers. He might have his own food network. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, oh man, this is real 100% synthetic beef. Man, you just said real and synthetic, Bo. I mean, stop. All right, man, I don't want that stuff. Man, I just don't. Okay. I want the real deal. Put the real deal on the plate. That's what I'm saying. But it says there are all the things where they feed them different food. Like there's this one compound that gives you a 20% reduction in methane emissions. But sadly, those bacteria in their digestive system that produce methane are a necessary part of breaking down the grass. Well, I mean, look, bud. Man, when all this stuff was created, all the animals and all that stuff, man, don't you think there was some natural harmony that came with them having the greenhouse methane and stuff, fart methane? You know what I'm saying? Don't you think there was some natural harmony? You see, humans always trying to get up in the middle of something, trying to break up nature. But nature gonna do its thing, all right? And you out here trying to stick your thumb in it, you gonna mess around, cause a catastrophe. I mean, on some stuff that don't make no difference. Man, let the cows be, and then once it's time for the cows to for them to move on to the next world and let them be on somebody's plate. All right. I mean, it just is what it is, man. I mean, dang, I know the fuck out there vegetarian and stuff, and you can be that. But look, I need some meat in my life, and I don't want no 100% synthetic. I don't need no impossible burger, impossible chicken, impossible peanut butter. All this stuff impossible. I ain't got no clue what I'm eating. They out here talking about they 3D printed a steak. I'm like, what does that mean, man? I mean, am I eating paper? But I don't even know what it means. I don't even know what they're talking about. Some of this stuff goes up over my head, man. I ain't no I ain't no philosopher out here, you know what I'm saying? I just shoot the shit. That's what I do best. So it said, so I don't know if there'll be some natural approach there. I'm afraid the synthetic protein alternates like plant-based burgers will be required for at least the beef thing. Okay, will be required for at least the beef thing. I mean, well, yeah. So of course, Gates he's got a whole lot of investment. Memphis Meats, Beyond Meat, Impossible Foods. It said as for scale today, they don't represent 1% of the meat in the world, but they're on their way. Well, they don't need to go no further than 1%. And the folks that want to eat that stuff, hey, that's your business. But I ain't looking to eat it, okay? What? Who gets to vote for Bill Gates? You know what I'm saying? I mean, when we put him in a position of power to dictate what's going on in the world, I don't need to hear nothing from him. When he become the Messiah, I thought that was Fauci. Fauci, do you know that somebody took your title as the Messiah? I mean, Lord and Savior, Bill Gates. It's like, no, bud. I mean, you ain't no God. I don't need to hear from you. Dang, Bo. He just got to know everything and don't know nothing. That's what I'm saying. So he added that he does not think that such options will be viable in the world's poorest countries, where we'll have to use animal genetics to dramatically raise the amount of beef per emissions for them. The hell that mean? Raise the amount of beef per emissions? Man, why are we worried about a cow fart? Can y'all let me know? Can somebody tell me? Can I get a clue? Can I phone a friend? We worried about a cow fart. And here's what's crazy. Bill Gates keeps talking about the whole emissions thing. And he admits that he's a hypocrite. He told was it Anderson Cooper? Isn't that what it is? CNN. He up there on 60 Minutes. Yeah, we need Bill Gates on 60 Minutes. I don't need to see him ever again. He said, I probably have one of the highest greenhouse gas footprints of anyone on the planet. Adding my personal flying alone is gigantic. So I need to get rid of these cows, and I need y'all eating this synthetic meat. But hey, bud, my gas footprint, Bo, that thing is huge. It's real big. So here's what I'm saying: all these folks who want to push this climate change and stuff, all of them are are complicit to smog in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You fly your private jets, him, John Kerry, all these other fools. I see Joe Biden, he be driving around, Kamala Harris, AOC, they be in a private jet. They be like, what's going on? Ain't you smogging? What happened to the Green Deal? This Green New Deal. Ain't nothing new about it. It's all bullshit. That's what it is. The bullshit deal. That's what it should be called. And here we go, some zero carbon. We need zero convid, zero carbon, zero this, both zero. Come on, man. We got stop, bud. Now he says he's atoning for his climate sins by purchasing plant-based aviation fuel, switching to an electric car, using solar panels, and buying carbon credits. Carbon credits, $7 million per. Well, Bo, you can afford $7 million a year, and that ain't doing nothing. You still got the biggest footprint, one of the biggest footprints of anyone on the planet. So I mean. What you atoning for? Where's the atonement at, okay? Now, the Tech Titan also complained about pushback in Congress over wanting to label the Fox meat products as beef, because it ain't beef. However, he acknowledged that his idea may not catch on right away. Gates told MIT, now I've said I can actually see a path, but you're right that saying to people you can't have cows anymore, talk about politically unpopular approach to things. Yeah, but because we ain't trying to hear that. Now, I don't know if y'all knew this, but Gates not only is he one of the richest men in the world, but he's also owns the largest private farm. He's the largest private farmland owner in the United States. So you got to watch this dude, bud, because when you got all that cash and all that power, because I mean, money is power. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. I mean, when you got the money, you can get some things done, and he's got plenty of cash, and I guess he's got cachet too, not with me. But yeah, he owns the most farmland in the United States as far as a U.S. citizen. I think China actually owns a lot of farmland too. I ain't but as far as a U.S. citizen, he owns the most private farmland in the country. So he might just be he owning it up so he can just put solar panels out there, get rid of the cows, and have us all eating some 3D printed meat. And I'm just good on that. Look, in closing on this, bub. I don't need this dude coming out and telling me what all I need to do, okay? And he don't need to be telling the world what he needs to do. And folks they keep saying, oh man, Bill Gates ain't a bad guy, this and that. I'm like, Bo, he's got a whole lot of opinions about a whole lot of stuff and spending a whole lot of money on viruses, on synthetic beef, buying up all the farmland, zero carbon. I said, Bo, I mean... Ain't nobody vote him into office, and we don't need him going around trying to change the whole world. I'm done with a Bill Gates. Man, I was done with him whenever Convid came out, and he was the first person they put up there. I said, this ain't no expert. You know what I'm saying? Dang, but you go up there and you tell some facts on Facebook or whatever. Oh, we got to censor you. Misinformation. But we got this guy right here. He can come up and just say whatever. Vaccine. Get your vax here. I mean, man got man setting them up like lemonade stands. Come get a jab here. Come get your synthetic beef here. Zero carbon over here. I'll keep flying my private jet though, peasants. I want you to remember that. So I want to know what y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. Have y'all ate the Impossible beef? I don't know. It's skeptical to me, and I just don't even want to mess with it. When somebody says something impossible and then they want me to eat it, I'm like, I'm good, bro. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, click notification bell so you know when I post in the future. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.